Gloria Vanderbilt. Look at the white swan. Beautiful, isn't it? Are we ready for a swan event? Boy, I sure am. Okay, so we've got Stuck on Stupid. And we've got the Eight of Swords as the dominant energy. The gal with the blindfold on, all tied up to a pole. We've got Loretta Lynn, back from when I was a kid. She sounds a lot like Dolly Parton, I think. And she's singing Red, White, and Blue. My dad always had the radio on, and he always had country music playing. So some of you probably know this song, and some of you do not, depending on if you're as old as me and ever listened to country. So, Stuck on Stupid. You guys have to get out of that gear, the stupid gear. And what gear am I talking about? I'm talking about the gear of being stuck in the past. Okay? Gloria Vanderbilt perfume, really old in the past. Loretta Lynn, Dolly Parton, right? All these things that I talk about bring up the past, but I'm not stuck in the past. Okay? Even the clothes I wear are from way back in the 70s, right? Okay? So everything that we're doing is the past, but some of you are stuck in the past mentally. And we've got to break free from that. The only way you're going to get out of an Eight of Swords energy is if you want to, for one, and kind of like in a car where you have to push that little button in first and then move the stick shift down into drive from neutral. You're kind of in neutral. It's not a bad feeling, like I'm not scolding you, I'm not mad. It's not a bad feeling, but it's just you go too much into the past and it's keeping you off balanced. Therefore, you're not bringing in your abundance. It's not happening. We're going to go over the cards, and I want you to check out the lyrics from Red, White, and Blue. When she talks about her Indian grandfather, that was the Six of Hearts came up, and I thought it was very fitting because the Six of Hearts is a red card, and it's talking about the past. But we can't keep rehashing the old memories. We have to make new memories. And the only way we're going to make new memories is by getting unstuck. So I don't know how all of you are going to get unstuck. I don't know how your unstuck is. But mine is, I think about the past. It might come in for a minute. Like when I hear that song, I see me sitting in the car singing Red, White, and Blue with my dad. But then I don't keep playing the tape. That's what we do. We play the tape and we keep going and we keep going. And pretty soon it brings up all these memories and we're stuck in the past. I think about it, I think, cool, I'm glad I learned that song. Let's bring it back out. Let's redo it. Let's make it a spaceship song now. Let's put some heavy metal into it. Let's put some more guitars into it. And I make it new. So that's what I'm trying to show to you guys. You guys can take the past and make it new. When I say learn from the past, lessons learned, take your past experience and learn from it, that's what we want to do. We want to take the past, take out all the good from it, bury under here the bad stuff, and move forward. You know, you don't stuff the bad stuff, but you learn from it. Well, I'm never going to skateboard on the back of that car again because I broke a leg. Instead of sitting in the story of I broke my leg, I sat for days in the hospital and it hurt. And then, oh yeah, remember? She signed my cast. Oh, I wonder where she is. And then you're off on that tangent, you know? Stop all that in your head and just go to the part where it was a fun experience. I'm not going to do it again because the fun turned into not so fun, and move forward with it and do something different instead of skateboarding on the back of the car. Okay? But you guys aren't doing that. You're being stuck and stupid. Okay? That's all I can tell you. You're being stuck and stupid. So quit it. Okay? I'm not going to keep going with this energy forever and ever telling you to get unstuck, but it was in the cards. I pulled the cards with the song, with the lyrics, and we're going to go in and do some cards, okay? So, let's go ahead and go in here and see what we got. It's our red, white, and blue Indian chief. This is Star. He's got his red, white, and blue outfit on. Very pretty. It's also Holy's 25th birthday, so we'll shout out to Holy. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn this off and put these cards here. Okay, there's our 8 of Swords, and then it says messages through thoughts, words, dreams, and visions. And that's what I was talking to you about. You have to use this third eye. It's got to get decalcified of the past. Too much thinking of the past. Too much nostalgia. You're the Empress with a Page of Cups energy. You're being stuck on stupid is what I'm hearing. Okay, stuck on stupid. We want to take this higher self here, bring it down here, open up the heart chakra, use our third eye, and be an emotional kid, but not stuck in the past. We want to bring that into our Empress power. She's got the whole world under her breast. Okay, pay attention to Astro, because Astro is where you're changing, but then you come into your physical body and you go right back to being stuck on stupid. Dark feminine, I'm hearing, or you're connected to a dark feminine power, and that's getting you cold, it's getting you detached. You're doing deeds done in the dark, but they're not dark because we see everything. And you're embracing your shadow self. And it all stems back to, because this is how you feel. You feel stuck. And instead of processing it the correct way, you're processing it like a childish way. So we need to get up here, talk to our higher power, and get back into our world mission being an Empress. Now with the 8 of Candles, I want to read what this says because you need to look this up. Philip and the Ethiopians, that was last week's message. Did you guys forget to look up Acts chapter 8? When they came up out of the water, the Spirit of the Lord suddenly took Philip. He took him away. And the enriched did not see him again, but went on his way rejoicing. Philip and the Ethiopians. Who did not look up that? I'm hearing most of you did not look up Philip. So look up Philip in the Bible. I've got an 8, and I saw 9:18 on the clock, and this is Acts chapter 8, verse 39. So some of you are going to get taken away, and you're going to get taken away too soon is what I'm hearing. Why? Because we have the feathers, the judgment card of Solomon, number 14. Lots of numbers today. 71 on the thermometer up here. Lots of numbers to look up. 14, 1 Kings 3:27. Judgment is here, and some of you are being taken away because you're doing these nasty deeds of the children. This is the one where Solomon said, cut the child in half, and the real mother would not be able to do it. The king gave his ruling, give the living baby to the first woman. Do not kill him. She is his mother. See, we know all. We see all. But of them two women, one is evil and one is good. And that's what this energy is saying right here. It's one of you, some of you, hanging out with the dark still. You're on the dark web, you're having the dark thoughts, you're doing the dark things, you're all about evil and deception, and guess what? We see it all. Angels got this. So if you think you're fooling anyone, you're not. But that's why we have the stuck energy. That's why we have this energy that feels really stuck. Okay, what's underneath the Eight of Swords? Let's go ahead and do another reading and see what we can come up with here. Because it is a yucky feeling for red, white, and blue, but the lyrics too of red, white, and blue aren't all that uplifting. This isn't an uplifting energy. This is an energy of you think you're getting away with something, but you're not. This is an energy of you're stuck, but you're stuck because of your own making. We have the King of Cups that flew out here. You're not in your King of Cups energy. You're just sitting there with the two cups, and they're getting so stale that they're going to just have to get taken away and refilled by someone else. Now these cards wanted to come out, so we're going to take them. There's quite a few, but I'm going to go over them. We've got, this is your destiny, the Star card. We've got the Six of Cups again. Your destiny is to get free from the past, to learn from the past and move on. Justice is being played out. Now you saw this is all repeated. Everything I just said is being repeated. You need to heal, the Four of Swords. There's going to be a death. A lot of you are going to be taken out and you're just not getting it. And that's a rough statement that I just said, huh? But it's the truth. It's like Philip, he just got taken away. The Four of Pentacles. You're standing on your pentacles. You're holding your pentacles too tight, and all you're thinking about is money. You've got this great idea that they're handing you, but your hands are crossed and you're not doing it. You're just like that card. Nope, I ain't doing it. I'm staying as evil as I want to stay. Wow, what a reading, huh? Six of Swords. You're moving away from your past, but on a raft when you could be in an airplane. Six of Wands. You want that badass success, but you're going way too slow on that horse. The Knight of Swords is coming in, and he's going fast. You see the difference between that horse and this horse? You can see the difference. He's just trotting along, wanting bad success, wanting it, badass success. He wants it, but he's so slow and he's staying in his evil energy. And the Knight of Swords is coming in and just going to rip him a new asshole. Yep. So there's a favorable outcome if you balance out your good and your evil. But right now, you're too much in your dark feminine. You're too much in your evil thinking. You're too much in your unbalanced. That's why we had the Eight of Swords. Okay, now we're going to go with another reading from messages about your thoughts, your words, and your visions. I didn't mean this energy to be so down, huh? But I just read the energy and I bring you in astro messages. So it's, you know, like, don't blame the messenger, but We're going to be done with these stuck people. That Knight of Swords is coming in. And it's probably a good way to explain the 4th of July energy, because it's one of we're just done. We're going to celebrate, and we're not taking the losers with us. We're going toward our destiny. The destiny card came up again, okay? And we're not taking the losers with us. We're getting our soulmate. We're getting our twin flame, and we've already cleansed. And if you haven't, we're done telling you that you need to do it. Okay? It's an energy of just, we're done. The Knight of Swords is flying in on his horse. The Sun card again, happiness, joy. The Sun, it's a favorable outcome. So you see how the energy is turning right around. And it's turning around because we that are balanced are going toward our divine partner, our King of Cups. And we're done with you guys, okay? So you will be taken away. You will be taken out. It's that simple, okay? Where are you going to be taken to? Well, they have places. The Lake of Fire, yesterday's video, not many people watched the shorts, and I told you guys to do your homework. That was Nirvana's Lake of Fire. That's where you'll be going. You'll be going off-world to different universes. We have, why is all that? Because you were doing death rituals. You were praying for our death, the light workers, and time's up, okay? This is a real true energy coming out here, this divine dark feminine, and you've been doing a lot of shape-shifting energy. And the divine feminine is in reverse. So we know it's a divine feminine energy. Could be a guy in his female energy, but we have the Akashic records and we know everything. You see how that book is lit up? We see it all. Underneath temperance, we have renewal, self-love, resting. You had your chance. We've told you a lot of times to expect a miracle, and you just think that it's bullshit, and you stayed in your evilness. King of Cups is back. King of Cups is back is because some of us have not fallen. So again, with this balance card, I'm not speaking to everyone that is listening and saying you're evil. I'm just saying that for those of you that evil is winning, that you're not balanced out, you're being taken out. This is another death card, okay? And then we have why? Because you've been in deception, you've been betraying, and you've been lying. So you know if you've been betraying us, you know if you've been a liar, you know. And we're not playing no more. This is just a really strong energy of this 4th of July energy is just, we're done. We won. We're going to celebrate, and you ain't coming to the party. Okay, so for those of you that are at the party, let's look underneath the Empress here. Let's see what she has here. The Empress, underneath the Empress is the wheel is turning, the Wheel of Fortune. So it's turning. Some of you are falling off and some of you are staying on. The Lovers, you're going to get your soulmate. Everything we just said again is being backed up. And then back to the Death card. And the Death card flew on the floor because some of you are going into that Lake of Fire. This is the 4th of July, 1909 on the clock. We're just done. We're transformed. We're transforming. And this is where if you were stuck on stupid, you're stuck on stupid. Okay, last few cards. We've got the Knight of Pentacles going towards his Queen of Pentacles and his 10 of Cups. So he's making fantasy land come true, 10 of Cups, with his Queen of Pentacles, and he's the Knight, and he's going right towards her. And he's got all of his pentacles, and he's coming right towards her. So what a good reading. Lot of mixed energy there. So you know which energy you're in. If you're balanced and you're moving forward, you're the Knight going towards your Queen of Pentacles, or are you the dark feminine energy that's going to have death and relocation? Okay, you guys, I am Miss Mystic. Thank you for listening.